I do want to say that thank you for your leadership in the town of Bethlehem. Thank you to the town board and to everyone that's involved. Art on the Rail Trail, to Joanne, helping out with that and continuing that effort. To the benches, and Mark King's going to talk a little bit about the benches, the oak benches that are dedicated to loved ones. They're dedicated to fallen veterans. They're one's dedicated from a Gold Star mother, Charlene Roberts, who's here. Charlene, thank you for being here. And these benches will go out through the rail trail. They're not just going to be stationed. We put them here for now for the news conference, but they will be put along the rail trail. But most importantly, one of the other reasons why we're here, being a father of 3 kids, and really talking to kids today, and I think someone said it online or was somewhere. They said, "Does anyone remember hide and seek or kick the can? Does anyone even know what kick the can was?" And you look at this generation, because these kids nowadays, all they're doing is they sit down and they're like this. And they're playing Xbox, or they're on the new game that's Fort. I got my son playing it, my daughter playing it. I'm like, I don't get it, but they're so into electronics, and that's great. But we have to encourage people to live a healthier lifestyle, to get outside the house, get off the couch, to live in a greener environment. And that means parents, tell your kids, put down electronics and take a 5-minute stroll down this road. It's 9 miles from the port, from South Pearl Street up to Voorheesville, or vice versa. And what we've done is we're trying to enhance it for everyone. People that just want to take a stroll, someone that wants to just take their little kids and get them tired so they take a better nap in the afternoon. People that want to ride their bikes or just rollerblade, whatever it may be. But one of the other things we want to encourage people to be healthier is putting stations in along the rail trail that people can go off to the side and get a quick workout and continue on the path to the next one. So the workout station behind me is one of 3, and the other one's up towards Voorheesville by, I think it's by the barn, right? Correct? Yeah, by the barn up there.
Yes.
And the other one's down the road by the Blanchard Post. Three different areas you can get off, do different exercises, and this is just the beginning, folks. This is just the beginning. We're seeing how it takes off, and then we're going to be adding more stations. We're going to be adding more stuff on the rail trail, so not only it enhances your activity, but it gives you something to do, and it encourages you to get off to the side. But again, it's not possible without partnerships, and I can't thank the town of Bethlehem, the Albany County Legislature, and all the volunteers, but Mark King especially.
As Dan said, the rail trail is really a tremendous resource in the community, and it is such a great way for people to get out, enjoy nature, and connect with other people. The amazing thing on the rail trail, you go by somebody, they almost always say hello, and you don't see that when you're out on the roads and worried about traffic. So it's a place that people can really enjoy the great environment that we live in. And so we are working with the county and have worked with the county to provide amenities, and one of the amenities we're announcing today is a bench program. Benches will be for sale for $500. I've got details on the program here for folks who want them, but the initial set of benches is behind us, and you can take a look at those. But we're anxious to get them out. We've heard a lot from a lot of people. We need spots to rest. We're enjoying the rail trail and vigorously enjoying it. We need a place to sit down. And so benches will be a great addition there.
A couple of years ago, when this really kicked off, I used this as an example repeatedly with the governor's office to say, look at what this is doing. This has exceeded every expectation in terms of use, in terms of increased property values, in terms of economic development. Think of what this could do for the Erie Canal. And I know I was joined with all sorts of people, including Mark and others, in continuing to advocate on that. And lo and behold, that advocacy paid off. A year and a half ago, the governor did designate $200 million to do the Empire State Trail throughout this state. So we know, I believe, this trail helped with really giving a visual, giving a real live example of what trails can do.
I have been listening to this word rail trail for the longest time, but I am so happy each time I come down here to the Helderberg Trail. I'm excited because who would have thought out of all those meetings and talking about moving the D&H Railroad wooden bars out of it, but it looks beautiful and it's so refreshing to come here.
I'm very grateful to be kind of jumping on the fan club of the Rail Trail Train with all of the folks behind me. David Van Leuven and the town of Bethlehem is we've got a great vision for what's next to use additional areas around the rail trail in the town of Bethlehem to expand. Mark is our local champion who just is innovating all over the place. And I am so grateful to be working with folks like Pat Fahey and my colleagues in the legislature, because everyone's a big supporter of this, and we've got a big vision of, you know, how to amplify what's in kind of South Albany and Lucy's district, and it's now being paved out to Bill's district, and the sky's the limit. And you can see all the people behind us. This is nothing. Wait till you come on a weekend day and you can see this trail is used almost every single waking hour of the day. It is truly a gem of Bethlehem.
I love seeing people out here rollerblading, pushing strollers, riding their bikes, just having fun, enjoying the rail trail. We can commute on it. I now work in downtown Albany, so I'm looking forward to taking my bike down to get to work. So thank you everybody for all your efforts. This is just a wonderful resource.
I really think we need to applaud all of the volunteer people, not only with Mohawk Hudson, but out in Voorheesville, who have been working on the Hilton Barn preservation and other projects. The Pine Hollow Arboretum people, who I'm working with on trying to connect their wonderful facility to the rail trail. And I want to just make a point about connectivity. It's been alluded to several times, but there are so many nice assets in all of our communities, going from the south end all the way out to Voorheesville, where we can connect to the rail trail and make this an even better, more fantastic, and it already is, but a more fantastic facility for not only the people that live in the south end, Bethlehem and Voorheesville, but throughout the region. That's kind of what Pat Fahey was alluding to when she talked about some of the other things going on. And we could connect to the Guilderland project. We can connect to things that are actually happening over in Rensselaer County through the south end. So this really is a regional asset.